Welcome to downtown Detroit and welcome inside Ford Field. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions.
Please welcome your 2026 Detroit Lions.
Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They'll be led out by the Louisville products. I know those folks are excited for them, as are the folks from Texas Tech and Oregon. Here's Tyler Shuck.
Kate, it's really obvious. Tyler has nothing to prove about his dedication to the game. And he put his body on the line collegiately. He got that covered across a 7-year career in a couple different stops. Evaluators, they love grit, and Tyler's got a lot of it.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Tight end, motioning right. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Arizona State. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
First down, Saints.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On play action, here's Shuck. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara with it. Breaks through and breaks away. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, Etienne gets it. He dodged the tackle. Drifts another one. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
For the extra point, here's Smith. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Jacob Sailors now to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Goff to the air now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
It's on target to Williams. And this one breaks beautifully as they're gonna get it forward to their own 45. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Now here he goes, and he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues. Now Goff. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looks like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Goff on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. They kick the running back in motion. Shuck now on 1st down. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is 2nd and long. Shuck now from the gun. Hits him on the end route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. Escapes a defender. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. So the Lions headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gone. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So it'll be 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Quincy Riley up to make that stop.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
And they'll throw 3rd and long. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Here comes the Saints offense. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing, Chuck. Screen here for Kamara. This gets forward to around the 29. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
QB keeping it here, the second down option. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this third down. Shock working from the gun. Got a man, Bailey has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And the Saints, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Shotgun snap to Shock. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shock. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
A gain of 10 yards.
They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's ETN on first down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Shock. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
He was covered by
well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, put some air under this one. Right side. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Don't want to give them another shot at 3rd down, so they'll bring up 4th while they can and decline the flag.
The penalty is declined.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Smith able to put it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Here's Tom Kennedy on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. They'll toss it to Gibbs. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Jack Fox on the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. Running it after the penalty. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the shotgun, gone. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Makes it 3rd down.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football, even from the best at every level. Nothing more to do but shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be right back your way.
To the air on 3rd and long. Screen here for Gibbs. And on 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. Now, after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look.
Jack
The Lions
Fox
readying
in
for the punt.
formation for the Lions.
Jack Fox will kick it away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shot to throw. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Completed to his running back. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
A 2-yard.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Great work by the Saints. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Shotgun snap here to go. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. Complete left side. It's just long. And this one won't get there. It looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first. That's the end of our opening quarter. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. And facing 4th down, they're leaving the offense out there. They'll go for it. Goff. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now toss it to Etienne. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Tight end going in motion here. Chuck now from the gun. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. For the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Loss of 8 yards.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Now Shuck to throw. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Ryan Wright on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. New set of downs for him from the 31. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Goff to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Gibbs now from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Goff off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. They make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver left. They go play action with Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They gain 11 on that play, and that is good for Detroit first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. There's another one to Williams. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
2nd and 3 now. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Trying to sneak here, Goff. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. Brought in. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. 4th down, pass coming. Pass is brought in by Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start to fight back with their first points in this game. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. He connects on the extra point drive. And the Lions cut it to a field goal game.
Lions 7.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Saints come marching onto the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. So call it a half dozen on that run block. It's second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now the give as they set up the jet sweep. And they're not going to get him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
That's what an offensive player never wants to see, a defender just waiting for him on the edge. At that point, the play's dead. And good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shuck working from the gun. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. Deep to return, Greg Dortch. Jukes away from one. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. He motion the tight end over. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's Laporta again. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And off to Gibbs from the gun. Giving him about 3 on that 1st down carry.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Gibbs. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Carl Granderson in on the tackle. And we'll pause here for an injured Saints player. Looks like he's pretty shaken up. They'll get someone out to look at him. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Screen here for Gibbs. Jukes a man, he's running free. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Lions have a 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball. Okay, hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
He was brought down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a second-quarter lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well-regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bates now for the point after.
Point after.
Point after is up and through. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
14. Saints 10.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to... Saints to the line now. First and 10. From the pistol, they're going to run with Etienne. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Counter give to Etienne. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Third down, here's Shuck. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
This is right now on for the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He has it at the 33. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. Shotgun snap to Shuck. The caught by his back, Kamara. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. So it's going to be second down and 10 on the other side, Brock. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around, some more from Ford Field on its way. Second and 10, need something positive here. Sharp looking to pass here. Gets it to Juwan Johnson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's good.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get some late points and the lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
For the extra point, here's Smith. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints push their lead to 3.
17. Lions 14.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Kennedy now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Lions take over.
The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the gun, Goff. It's to Williams over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for Detroit first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Kool-Aid with Kinstry there defensively.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They're going to throw again. Goff. That one complete to St. Brown. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
First down.
Move the chains. Got to
First
move them
and 10 at
chains.
the
Build momentum
32-yard
to
line.
keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 32. Again, Goff. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Watch motion.
To Slaw, the man in motion. Throwing again. It's Goff. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released, and that sure altered the throw.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. And put a receiver in motion left. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Finds the in route complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Sailors now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. The give to Gibbs to start the third. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
He's tackled at the 29
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's
This
second
offense is
and
now
8.
left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Gone. Gets it to him on the screen. Short pickup to their own 31. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Goff now on 3rd down. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. 35 on the pickup. And the Lions have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints 17-yard line.
Goff to the air now. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
It's a gain of 8.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. That's a 7-yard pickup, and they'll have 2nd and goal at the 2.
Brings up 2nd and
Hey,
goal.
I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They'll work against the blitz. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and goal, Goff. Makes the catch. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
There's no route on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Here in the 3rd quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his 1st attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Ty Chandler to return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Saints take over.
The New Orleans
first and
offense
10
set to go now.
at their own
And they're
30-yard
playing with a
line.
chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Shuck working from the gun. Short pass brought in. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Lions going to the dime look here on 3rd down. 6 DBs out there. Shuck now from the gun. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And 4th and 4 coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
He dodged the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Lions offense returning to the field. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off play action, Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Goff out of the gun on 3rd. Short throws drops. This one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Takes this in at the 25. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Here comes the Saints offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. On play action, here's Shuck. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
You know, anytime you see a player tapping his chest, I'm not a great lip reader, but I know exactly what that says. My bad, my fault. Quarterback delivers him a good ball. He knows that's one he should have caught.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. The motion to tight end left. On second down, it's ETN. He gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be third down.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Oh, he's going to run for it. Inside the 25. And they take this in for the score. The Saints take a third-quarter lead. That, without a doubt, Brock, one of the longest scrambles that you and I have seen, and we'll probably all see for a while, and it ends in a memorable touchdown.
Yeah, we're going to see that again and again and again on replays after this game. Probably on TV all week long. Quite the effort from somebody who proved he could be quite the runner when called upon.
The extra point, here's Smith. He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. And the Saints break that tie and now lead by 7. Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Kennedy now to return it. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First and 10 from the 32. The tight end going in motion right. Here's Goff on first and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route Kate at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
That's a gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and just 2 to go. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. The defense holds on this 3rd down. They stop him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Only 2 yards to the marker, and they're going for it here on 4th. Putting a receiver in motion. Looking to throw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
From the gun, Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's tackled for a short gain.
These running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. To the air on 3rd and long. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Punting unit out now. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play action, Chuck. He'll try and run this. And Chuck's going to have him 1st down there as he slides in safely.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Saints, 1st down. It's a gain of 10.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
From the contact.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Incomplete pass on 1st down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Inside handoff goes to ETN. Finds a little room there, gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Now they send them back in motion right. 3rd down, here's Shuck. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, Kate, the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Now the Lions offense gets ready to return to the field. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. They go play action with Goff. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner And really importantly is a check down outlet on short throws.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Third and long for him here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Saints come marching onto the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Throwing now off the play action. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Incomplete.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for second and 10. Shock looking to pass here. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. There to the 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Saints.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Here's Shock, first and 10. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 28. That play good for 17 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's ETN on first down. It's nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is second and 3. Now Shock to throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. And he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shock on third down. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Kennedy now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10.
The offense headed out now for Detroit. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. A give to Pacheco to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He completes it in traffic. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Goff to the air now. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Lions first down. First
You know,
and
Kate,
10
they say
at
a
the
dog is a
40-yard
man's
line.
best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Goff. Big game continuing for Laporta. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 12
Pickup of
yards.
12 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
I'm sure coach and
First
play
and
caller
10
doesn't
at
mind
the
making the job a
49-yard
little bit
line.
easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On the draw, it's Pacheco. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield on their own side.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game, and sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on 2nd. Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Hey, he's mine.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
All set to go now from the 35. This give is to Vanke. He's going to have this one down to the 20. A gain of 15 there. And that is good for Detroit first down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
First down throw from Goff. That's caught at the 4. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
15 more yards.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
They'll run Pacheco, and he's in for the touchdown. The Lions make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th.
Lions 24.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Chandler now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Chuck now from the gun. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Second down, they're going to the option. And he's going to be just 1 step away from that 1st down. They haul him down to the 31.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a line. A quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shuck running the sneak. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. And a Saints.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback gets a snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Shotgun snap to Shuck. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Chuck working from the gun. That's low and bounces short of his man. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Got a man. Bailey has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's 16 yards on that play.
That's good.
And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Off the play action, Chuck. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock failing to connect. That brings us to 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
So out now comes the punter. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Hey, listen, drops happen in football. It is a part of the game, even for the very best. Nothing more to do about it now than shake it off and move forward, because the next throw might be coming right back your way.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Off now on 3rd down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And 4th and 4 coming up.
True story, Kate. After practice one time, the head coach in the NFL said, "I'm done with my fault. I'm done with my bad. No more of that tapping on your chest." That was an example of the quarterback delivering a perfect pass, and the receiver, do your job.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. They go right back to Etienne. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. QB sneak coming. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
All set to go now from the 35. From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's brought down.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Trying the air now. Here's Shock. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. Escapes a defender. Dodges another stop. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Lions get ready to return to the field. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Goff. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Brought down behind the line.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They'll send their tight end right. Goff on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
The Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. this down to the 34. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Lions have a first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Goff off the play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Goff looking to throw. It's 3rd and 1. That one complete to St. Brown. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Shotgun handoff to Huckey. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions trail by a field goal. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Goff back to throw. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
The Saints going with some extra defensive backs on this 3rd down. Looking to throw it. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Intended for Sam Laporte.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Looking good, and it's through! And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Saints, then running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Etienne gets it on his own read. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Back to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for Travis Etienne. Incomplete.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Throwing now. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And they need to get it to at least that 40-yard line to have a shot at the game winner. But there's enough time remaining to work it even closer if things go right. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Here he is to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. That's one he knows he should have had. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
He'll look to throw it. This to win the game. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Chandler now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes the Saints offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Dude, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Saints first down.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Running back sent in motion. Here's shot. 1st and 10. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. Pressure coming. It's Chuck. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
All right, going to need the full 10 here on this opening drive of overtime if they don't want to stall out. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a 1st down. Chuck now from the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down, that playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Running back motions right. To throw again here, it's Chuck. And be caught by his back, Kamara. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Chuck working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. Has some room to work. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans! The Saints pull in front.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers, you get guys that can run routes, you got guys that can do a little bit of everything, and then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
So this a win on the road for the Saints. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Saints, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.